Alrighty. Welcome back to more Gran Turismo 4. Now, at the end of last segment, I did say I was going to be doing the 1,000 miles event, and so, of course, we're going to be doing that. Now, this is going to take 4 streams, because I'm not streaming more than one race per stream, because these take forever. I will, of course, be doing the tournament. And the thing that makes this hard is that, or not hard, but long, is that gotta do either a lot of laps on various tracks and the fact that we have to use cars limited to the year of 1970. And they're not exactly F1s. So. Now, as for this course, or as for this event specifically, 1,000 miles is a reference to the Vanessa Carlton song, which everyone knows because it's a meme, the Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast, that one. And also there's a song from the 60s that was a hit called 500 Miles. Yeah, let's actually... Oh, God, I'm not used to third person in this game. Let's just go back to first. And lots of tire screeching in this one, because I'm using bad tires. I may swap out to better tires later. So, I will point out also, I have not tested the tire wear on this car. You know what, actually, I'm going to change some settings. I'll BRB. I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to it being that loud for the next 3 hours or so. Sound. Alright, I'm going to cut that down to about 6. Alright, let's try this again. This should be more tolerable. Also, I can adjust my front tires better too. Settings. Just make sure that my sound settings saved. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, let's try that for now. Okay, let's do it. Okay, that's much better. Come on. Yo, Gabriel. Good to see you here today. The only thing you missed was a little bit of the first attempt, which I gave up because this car's tire screeching is quite loud and annoying, so I turned down the race sound effects. So, like, it's still there, but not very loud. Because I'm not listening to it being that loud for 3+ hours in this one race. Yeah, just cut through the grass. Also, I think I can get softer tires in the front, but I won't be doing that until my back tires are completely worn out. Good practice mission 34. Yeah? Yeah, it is. I was kind of thinking of mission 34. Or should I say just the driving missions in general. Haven't gotten a chance to practice those because I've been focused on other things. Okay, yeah. Now, you can't tell I haven't practiced this race with this car. Although, it's not really needed. It doesn't seem. I feel like I'll get at least one lap on these guys. If not two by the end of the race. Now, since I've been mentioning Forza throughout this playthrough, I will mention here that the Forza 2 endurance of this track is 13 laps. I forget what vehicles you're allowed to use for that, but in Forza 3, the endurance is only 9 laps long, and you're allowed to use... Well, the game calls them R1 vehicles, but essentially F1 vehicles. So, yeah. And here, we have to do 25. I forget how many you have to do for the F1 tournament in this game, but it's definitely more than 13. I think it's 15. Back tires run out on all races. I don't know. It seems that way for this car. Seems that way being the key word here. And here we have the straightaway where I'm going to make up a lot of time. Also, I can really feel my controller vibrating. Holy moly. You've done three or four. Oh, so you got Le Mans yet. And that'll be a fun one to do in this car. 187 miles an hour. I don't think this car can go any faster. At least not with my current setup. Although, I don't want to lose any more acceleration. Just for the sake of these two straightaways. Two meaning this, or the straightaway I just did, and the one in Le Mans. I want a good balance of top speed versus acceleration. I forget if I showed this on screen or not, but the default gear settings, this car tops out at 120 miles an hour, and that is unacceptably low for this tournament. See, I've already hit my top speed if I was in the default gear settings. Especially given I have faster acceleration. Although it was not with full upgrades. RE1 Remake is hard. It's hard if you play... It's harder if you... Also, shit, I looked away. I'm surprised I didn't bash a wall there. Anyway, if I recall correctly, it's a lot harder if you choose real survival difficulty, because item boxes aren't connected. And I want to say enemies do more damage. So you have to actually memorize where you put stuff. Like, have one item box essentially be your hub. That's a, yeah. Go, turn. Something tells me... Oh, you want to start remake after CVX? That is perfectly fair. Speaking of which, did you get past Nosferatu yet? Be mindful to not... If he's near you and you're near an edge, you might want to get away. Because he will knock you off the platform. Oh, and by the way, when I practiced off screen, I changed the PS2's version to match the 360's, or at least as close as I could. Luckily, that was control scheme C in the PS2 version. I also actually did the battle game with everyone other than Steve, because I need to finish... Like, I just need to load a save file, get the gold Luger, and throw it in the item box. Luckily, I got the Magnum from the slot machine. and first tried Alexia, because the Magnum makes very short work of that fight. RE1 Remake has extra modes. Yeah, it has extra modes. It has real survival, as I mentioned. It also has one deadly zombie mode that you can enable, which it's a zombie that goes from room to room trying to chase you, and it's strapped with grenades. If you attack it, it essentially self-destructs the entire room and you instantly perish. It also has invisible enemies mode, where it is exactly as it says. The enemies are invisible. And I assume you'll be playing that on PS4. Wait, shit. Back. This is the pit zone, I think. Is it not? No to fuel. Actually, keep current. How about that? I was gonna ask if you can change which tires to... select which tires to change. But yeah. Come on, come on. Even out. There we go. Now, does the game tell you if, whoa. Does the game tell you if, other racers make pit stops? I feel like it will. As if so, they're probably about to make a pit stop, too. The game says, okay. They took forever to pit. Yeah, they probably refuel and get all 4 tires changed, even if it's not necessary. Paris is the faster race. Yeah, I kind of figured as much since the laps are like a quarter of the amount of time it takes to do one of these, if that. I may have to actually test as well. Like, not that it's going to be relevant, because, like, I don't think I can buy new parts for this car in between tourneys. You can confirm if that's false. But, like, I wonder if getting normal tires, like normal hard tires as opposed to sports hard tires, have more durability. Because, like, even though they suck, I might just want to go for more durability so I don't have to pit as often. You can, but only these are probably permitted. Well, I know you can only do... Well, you can do normal tires or sports tires, but you can't do racing tires. I've already tested that. And you do have to do... you can only do up to sports tires, unfortunately. If I could do racing tires, believe me, I would have hard tires in the back. Turn. Okay. So, I think the next pit stop I make will be next lap, but also I want to also get some fuel in the gas can. Ah. Okay. What is the next course, gonna do a Night of Doom. The sand slide. I still have yet to touch that. And then I think I'm just gonna go get all the caps. Because I know you can... I know you can get the wing cap in Bowser 1. And then I need the metal cap to do various things. Then I'll probably just knock out every stage that's only accessible in the area where you lava bounce. So basically, I'll be ending with Course 3. Well, ending the first overworld anyway, with Course 3. Just because I don't want to have to keep lava bouncing. Finish with B1. Yeah, that's... Well, I could do that, yeah. Actually, that would thematically make more sense. I'll do one of the two last. Please get back on the road. There we go. Surprised they haven't made a single pit stop yet. Come on now. Super hard tires are bad to control the car. Yeah, hard tires generally make the car more difficult to control. I mean, that's the downside. Do you want a car, like, that's a pick your poison. Do you want a car with better control / being able to go faster, or do you want tires with more durability? Because, like, for this race, if I were to do soft tires in the back, then, like, my tires would be shot, like, half a lap in, if that. And we can't have that. Besides, if you can overpower the competition, like what I'm doing now, then there's no need to have super softs. Yeah, it's very noticeable, though, if you go... Like, if you do a race, any race in the game with hard tires versus soft, it's very noticeable. Alright, so we'll do soft tires. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, oh, we definitely need some... Yeah, we can use a little bit of gas. Okay. And you can cancel the amount of gas you get by hitting X, which is nice. Or I should say, tell them to stop refueling. Yeah, it doesn't need to be at full. It just needs to be better. Probably a gallon or two. Which, I mean, I have no idea how many gallons of gas a race car has. Probably like a 3 or 4 gallon tank tops, because, like, having a bigger one will make you slower. Ah, shit. Get on the goddamn road, dude. There we go. My god, come on. Stay on the track. There we go. Dude, stabilize. Holy shit. There we go. Please, car. My God. Stabilize. I'll do the professional events soon. I'm not going to be... Wait, professional events. That's not the... That's different from the extreme events, isn't it? I'll be doing other stuff before I do professional. Although, I will be doing the professional stuff eventually. Right now, I'm just kind of doing whatever I want. And I'll probably do manufacturer challenges first, to be honest. Okay, well, I lapped him. Okay. Okay. We're almost at full fuel. I've heard that if you leave your fuel tank at like half or lower, you get faster as the rate, like the lower your gas, the faster you go, unless you run completely empty, of course. I have no idea if that's true, but that is if that's true, that's not only very cool, but also something to think about if I need to do a race super duper quickly. Turn. Hello? OBS reconnecting? Okay, yeah, I noticed that out the corner of my eye. OBS disconnected for some reason. Anyway, I assume I'm back. Saw games inducted for Game of the Year. Or indicated for Game of the Year. I've heard suggestions, but I don't know what is actually being nominated. Nor do I really care, because that's basically just a video game journalist, meaning incompetent fuck circle jerk. So, yeah, I don't take that seriously at all. Like, they'll completely gloss over, unless it's a AAA company game, they try to gloss over things that are popular. Get out of the way, other car. Get out of my way. Tapping the nitrous a little bit there. Oh, there we go. Holy shit, that took quite some time for that car to make a pit stop. So, I'm guessing they either are on normal tires, but like normal hard tires, or they just have been running on red for a very long time. So, I think my front tires are going to go red before... Yeah, I think my front tires are about to go red. And they'll turn red before I can make another full lap. So... let's see, do I go back? Do I go back to mediums? Soft. Yep, this is good. This is good. Okay. Turn. Actually, I just thought of something. I'm not doing a manufacturer race. I don't know why I thought I was. But yeah, I can exit out and go back to getting upgrades / tires. Get on the road. No glitches, sequence break code Veronica. Not really. Other than the herb glitch with the playing manual, that's the only one there really is. Yeah, not really much you can do to sequence break that game. Like, you can say RE2 or 3. Actually, you can't even really do that for RE2 either. Okay, yeah, that's not a worthwhile shortcut. Yeah, me going airborne there was not good. If I had a PS5, what game that's not on old gen consoles would I want to buy first? That is an excellent question. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. That's about it. Like, most of the games for exclusively for PS5 is stuff that I either don't have that much interest in, or I would just get on PC. Because, like, here's like, here's a really bullshit thing that even the PS4 does these days is, like, I'm the kind of person who likes to have physical things because you own something that they can't edit later. But the thing is, on PS4, you still need... Ah, dinner served. Thank you. And, anyway, like... No, you can go. PS4, even, like, when you... Basically, the disc you get is basically just an installation disc. You still have to install the game. And then you still need to update it. Well, you might not need to be online to well, you need to be online to update it, but I think once the install's done, you still need the disc. And then various games have DRM bullshit, so at that point, yeah, may as well just play on PC. But at least you don't need to be on the internet to play games on disc. Heard about Destiny games. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I don't know what any of them are about or what they're like. This actually seems like a pretty good tire combo. Soft in the front, hard in the back. You're using H&H. Oh, hard tires. Yeah, if you're noticing one set of tires is wearing out much faster than the other, then you should definitely change your tires to, well, change them to a point where they wear out at closer to the same time. Once again, I had to do that for the VITS tournament in 3. Oh yeah, for sure. The back, even with soft in the front and hard in the back, mine are still wearing out much faster. Actually, so it seems to wear out actually about 1.5 times slower. So actually, I might want to just go back to medium. Oh, hello. Invisible wall. Alright, I've just been delivered dinner and I want to eat. You need to stop from 5 in 5 laps. What does that mean? I'm not sure I know what you mean with that statement. Alright, so I'm going to switch to B-Spec mode. Because I have dinner here and I want to eat. So this next cycle we'll just do in B-Spec mode. I'll mute my mic for a bit and then come back when I'm done. All right. So, okay. So it's L2 and then. Wait. Does it have to be in this menu? Okay, I guess it has to be in this menu to speed that up. Also, I gotta be honest, it pisses me off that the AI did that much better than I did. Also, yeah, this is set to push. This is like... We're just kind of sitting here anyway. Yeah, exactly. He did it in under 8 minutes somehow. I feel the AI cars don't have to worry about tire grip. Or if they do, it's severely reduced. Well, the grip is better, I mean. Okay, live view this. Why are you being such a pansy? Overtake. Oh, fuck. Well, actually, no, we can push. Also, wait, what the hell? How many laps did the AI do? Did the AI do 1 or 2 laps? I think he did 2. Yeah, he did 2 laps, I think. Oh, now the time is 8:41? Is that the previous lap? What the hell? Huh. So what, when the AI controls the vehicle, does the turbo get disabled? That is, bizarre if that's the case. Because I was unaware that that was a thing. Overtake the dude. Overtake the D. There we go. Alright, so we just sit here until just sit here until Bob makes a pit stop, and then I'll resume control. Even though this would be much faster, but like this wouldn't be much of a. What was that? Live view? Yeah, I'm not sure what that symbol was. But yeah. Hello? Okay. I think that just means I'm spinning out. Alright, let's switch it to fast. What's going on here? Alright. But yeah, it's definitely time for me to resume control now. Because now it can't handle the... I guess it can't handle the tire wear. And we can push. Okay. Time to resume control. And actually, we can keep current. And... yeah, we'll refuel. World Championship, you can use turbo, but you need to pit twice per race. Ah, okay. Okay, that fuel is good enough. Without turbo, you only need to do once. If I could use any car, then that would be wonderful. Although, without the speed increase, I don't know if it's really worth it. Because, like, if you're doing each lap, let's say 5 seconds faster, and you need to pit, let's say, once every 6 or 7 laps, like, that's less time than it would take to just make an extra pit stop. Best cars in the game, R92, the spin car, the OP Subaru. Ah, okay. Oh my, oh my. I think SM74 Extreme Edition have enjoyable stuff or almost everything bad. It has enjoyable stuff. It's not all bad. It's mostly just the camera being atrocious. Like, that's the major downside of that hack. That, and of course, how stupid that one red coin is. In Bowser 3. But even that, with a parallel camera, and doing the QSLG exploit, would not be terrible with a good camera. Although I still prefer 10 years after, because it's a better and more balanced mix between normal and extreme edition. Not bothered to do B3 intended? No. I don't know why the fuck I would bother with that. Yeah, I absolutely would never get that coin the intended way, now that I know about quicksand ledge grabbing. No, and we'll go back to mediums. And I'm perfectly content with not refueling. Zelda live action will be good. I don't have super high hopes for it, but that could mean it's better than expected. Like, historically speaking, most video game, like, movie adaptations of video games are generally bad. But I'm not gonna say it will be bad. It might actually be alright. We'd have to wait and see how it turns out. And sleepy. My God, please. You know what I said earlier about lower gas making you go faster? I feel that might actually be the case. Because I feel like I'm going way faster than I've gone in previous laps. Okay, well, this is definitely my best lap. Those videos of games like GT Series, GH, and GTA with music playing can result in a strike. As far as I'm aware, yeah, I could still do that. Although they're less douchey about that than they were in the past. Because in the past, if there was any sort of copyrighted music in a video, that would just be an immediate strike. Now it's just YouTube automatically restricts the video if it's a problem. And you can use, like, YouTube themselves will mute or swap the audio for you, which I've used a time or two. But as far as I'm aware, yeah, that could still definitely lead to a strike. And that's precisely the reason I play no music in these streams. Come on. Okay. So obviously I'll need to refuel next lap. Or pit stop, which I was going to anyway. Need to do another run of the second half before next stream. Or will I? Yeah, I'll do another run of it just to have the route down better. Because there's definitely nooks and crannies that I can improve on. Of CVX. By the way, I checked out the retro achievements page for all 3 versions of the game, just because I was curious what the achievement sets are. Some of them aren't that bad, and some of them are things that I normally do anyway. But some of them are also look really awful. Like, there is one for doing knife only. There's also one for beating the game in one sitting, which I certainly can't do. Actually, I did do it in the past, but you can't load the save. And that I didn't do. Never looked at RE4 retro achievements. No, I haven't. I have thought of looking that up next, just to see what some of those are. Although I know what some of them are going to be off the top of my head. One of them's definitely going to be beat the game on professional. One of them's definitely going to be 5-star, all characters, all stages. Yeah. I don't know how you do Tyrant Knife only. I'd have to look that up. No idea how you do that one. Oh my god, stop. Yeah, I don't want to be fishtailing. Need to do bosses hitless? Yeah, you do. There's also the escape from Steve, no damage, which speedrunners do this anyway. But again, I don't know how to do that. If I knew how to do that, I would show it off. But yeah, I don't know how to do it. Yeah, most games do, as you said, have those sorts of achievements on RA. There is, I did see there was one, there's definitely one achievement where you have to defeat the second form Alexia in less than 9 seconds, which is funny to me because I'll be doing that anyway. Um, there's also one for not killing the albinoid and just collecting the eagle plate without taking any damage. I have no idea how you pull that off, but I do know that's what knife-only runners do, because, like, I don't know how you would kill that boss with a knife, first off. And second off, like, it's more dangerous than it's worth doing, basically. It's more trouble than it's worth. RA4, you need to do Del Lago without falling from the boat. Are you asking, or is that what you're saying? That there probably is a damage list of that. Probably a retro achievement for that. Again, that's what speedrunners do anyway. At least that would be a thing in OG4, not remake. Like, holy shit. the regen of that fight is so stupid in Remake. Hitless bosses too without rocket launcher? I'm sure you do. I think the hard one would be Verdugo. Because without using infinite, or without using rocket launcher, yeah, that'd be hard. Verdugo knife only. Is that really a thing? I know it's something you can do, but is that really an achievement? And can you do that on any difficulty, or does it have to be normal / professional? Oh my god. There are really retro achievements. Okay, that's really on the actual page. Okay, I'm gonna have to see that when I'm done here. Holy shit, some of these sound really bad. I need to go to the bathroom, so we're gonna give Bob some more, we're gonna give Bob some more experience. So, I'll be right back. Alright, there's one for throwing all the enemies in the garbage. Yeah, that one. That doesn't surprise me. Complete each chapter with 90+% accuracy. So don't miss. Does shooting objects count against you? Do you know? Finish without health upgrades. Okay, so no damage. Like, there are definitely people who have beaten the whole game no damage. That one's not. That one doesn't seem so bad. Oh boy. There's a sight. No. Keep current, keep current. A-spec mode. Alright. Yeah. I just want to resume control. So, the next race in this is Paris, correct? If it's the same one as the driving mission, then I think I'm going to disable turbo. Because I'm going to be turning and braking frequently enough to where that's not even going to really matter. And I'm not having my tires wear out constantly. Two is Paris, 3 is Monaco. Alright, so yeah, no turbo for that. Because with turbo, yeah, turbo will just wear out the tires way too fast. I assume by turbo you mean the supercharger, right? But yeah, I definitely got the supercharger. But I will, if that means that tires wear out so much faster, I'll just disable that for the next 2 races of this. I might bring it back for Le Mans, because as I want to hit top speed on that straightaway quickly. Also, just accelerate quickly in general for that track. Also, yikes. Don't know how I lost control there, but I did. turbo upgrade is... Oh, it's 2 without supercharger. Oh, I think I'd have to see what mine is, actually. I can just fire up Sunday Cup after this and see. I see that my back tires are totally shot. Finish recording replay. What the fuck? What was that message about? Oh, man. Yo, Blue Hedgehog Man. Good to see you here this very late afternoon now. My back tires are now totally shot, so back to the pit stop. Baby, that's a hell of a drift. Yeah, I need to get in here. There we go. Also, I hit yes to refuel, I think. begin. Or I should say resume. By the way, we've hit over 250 miles in this racetrack alone. 12.92 times 20 is definitely more than 250. Well, more than... Wait, is it? Yeah, it's definitely more than 250. Oh, also I just remembered. I think it's the GameCube version of Code Veronica, but one of them has an achievement of defeating the tyrant without using BOW rounds. Which, yeah, that's gonna be fun. And the GameCube version also explicitly has it coded so that if you do the herb glitch, you lock out all other achievements. But you do get an achievement for locking out all the other achievements in the GameCube version explicitly. Get on the road, please. driving a car or a jet. It does sound like a jet. You are not wrong. It controls like one too at the moment. I'll read your message in just a moment. I want to get to the straightaway. What car am I using? I'm using the... God damn it. I'm using the Mercury Cougar 67. It's the car you get for getting the S license. And I'm using a combination of hard back tires and soft front tires. Since it does qualify for this event. It's not bad, it's just kind of hard to control. Have I started recording banjo? No, I haven't gotten around to that yet. I've been practicing other things. Focused on this, and I was taking a break from this to practice Code Veronica. It's been some years. Played GT4. I certainly won't talk you out of coming back or getting back into GT4, since, like, prior to streaming this, I never really played. Well, started this series, let's say. I haven't properly played this. But it's definitely fun and addicting. The flying insects will always repopulate. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they always infinitely respawn. So, best just to learn a path to avoid them. It might also be worth learning just the route of that particular section of the game in general, not just that room, but also just like the entire Antarctic facility part with Claire, so you don't have to go back through that room any more times than you have to. If you want to make it as less annoying as possible. Luckily, though, if they lay an egg on your back, then you go to a room and wait for the egg to try to hatch, then break out of that like you would a zombie, and you don't take any damage from it. You also have hit immunity while the moth is trying to lay an egg on your back. And before you ask, no, when you go back there as Chris, they're gone. Presumably they freeze to death. Because, slight spoiler, when Claire and Steve break out of that place, they use an auger and just drill through the wall, and it releases a bunch of... Not only does it open up the facility, i.e. a hole in the facility, but also it lets a bunch of water in, and the water refreezes. Also, I'm doing terrible at this turn. So, like, the entire machine room area is just buried under a huge block of ice. Did you get back on the road? There we go. Tires are suffering. Yeah, they are. I'll swap them out one last time at the end of this lap. By the way, that's exactly the reason why I turned down the race sound effects at the beginning of the stream. I did like a quarter of a lap and I said, the hell with this. And I turned the sound effects way the hell down. Doing a single lap on that track feels like it takes years. Yeah, it does take a while, for sure. Goodbye, second place dude. tires are to die. Oh, yeah. They'll... Actually, I think they're already dead. Well, the front tires are anyway. Actually surprised that the right tires aren't dead, too. But... medium, soft. And yes, we'll go for a little bit more fuel. I want to make sure I don't run out of fuel, obviously. Okay. Tires of the winner of 1,000 battles, not... Yep. Yeah, absolutely they are. Especially in races where you're not restricted by tires. I.e., can you get racing tires or not? 'Cause I definitely would not have won manufacturer races without super softs. Or softs. Best tires for racing. If you're going for a long race with tons of laps, you probably want to do assuming you're not restricted, you do racing hard. Get out of the way, guy. But if the tires wear out at uneven times, i.e. if the back, like in this instance, my back tires are clearly wearing out faster than the front, you'll want to adjust so they wear out at the same time. But if you're doing a quick but hard race that's only like 2 laps, you should probably just do super softs. And for special events that don't have tire wear, you just equip super softs, no questions asked. Or dirt racing tires, of course, if the event requires that. At least in my experience, that's generally what you want to do. He wants to fly away and end its suffering. If you want to post the emoji, feel free to post the emoji. I don't have that blocked. But yeah, this is the cool. But yeah, that is definitely the bad thing about using sports tires as opposed to racing. They have like no grip whatsoever compared to racing. Okay. And a new best lap that I've done. That best... Wow, okay. That best lap was done by the AI. Bob. Don't ask me how he did such a good time. Because immediately afterwards, the next 2 laps, he failed miserably. Especially the 3rd lap that he did. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. It tried to die there. This car and its tires do not have permission to do that until the race is over. Which will be in about 15 minutes, I want to say. Oh, you can hear the PS2 controller vibrating. Okay, I didn't realize it was that noticeable. I'll have to go into the options and disable the vibration then. But yeah, it's just been vibrating non-stop. Because of the tires doing what it's doing now. Like, every time I go into the grass, every time I speed up, every time I brake. Wait. Yeah, every single movement causes this thing to vibrate. So I'm gonna have to disable the vibration for this tourney. Although, the remaining races are not this long. I should say they don't take as long. By the way, this is longer than any endurance in GT3. Like, the longest endurance in that game is the Tokyo one, which took I forget, was it 2.5 or 240? One of the two. And here we are at almost the 3-hour 20 mark. I sped up Bob's sections. And again, I did like 3 minutes of this track before turning down the sound volume, or the race sound effect volume. Yeah, look at the total time up there on the upper right hand side. Now, obviously, in a better vehicle, I'd have been done way before that, but I don't have access to that, because I can only use cars limited to the year 1970 or earlier. Glitched sound. I don't hear one. Camera from the 2000s catching fire. I don't know, maybe it's my computer fan. Not that it's catching fire or anything, but I am close to it. Hold on. I don't know if that made any difference. Probably not. Glitch sound is not loud. So you might just be hearing the computer fan. Paris will be tomorrow. There's a fair chance of that. Like, all I did there, by the way, was I moved a little bit away from my computer tower. Because I have it on a desk, and it's, like, right beside... It was right beside me. Oh my god, get... Okay, fucking stabilize. There. Feels like stream from 2010. Yeah, we are witnessing a holy shit. Okay, I guess I do need to brake one more time just for the tires. I didn't think I thought they would be able to last, but apparently not. We are witnessing something on PS2 and trying to be upscaled. Alright, we can do soft, I think. No, and keep current. Okay, let's go. I think we can do one lap with soft tires. All right. Final lap. Almost flew away. Yeah. Yep. It's been wanting to do that. And it loves the grass, the greenery of this place. The grass. Grass is good, yes. I will start using nitrous, because last lap, as far as I'm aware, nitrous does not recharge over time. If somebody wants to confirm or deny that, feel free. But I don't think it recharges over time. I'm pretty sure once it's gone, it's gone. More useful for short races than long ones. Front tire can hold... Oh yeah, front tire can hold more because it's this car. Yeah, certain cars have different tire wears. Like FF vehicles, which is the drivetrain, their front tires wear out really damn fast compared to other vehicles. So it's often better to get hard tires in the front and softer ones in the back. I forget what drivetrain this car is that I'm driving. I think it's FR, but it is the opposite problem. The back tires wear out super duper quickly. And so you get harder ones in the back and softer ones in the front. Like I was saying earlier, some cars do that and you want to adjust accordingly, if necessary. 3 hours in track. 3.5, actually. Now imagine how I'm going to feel when I do the 24-hour endurances. Although I will use the AI a lot for that one. Thankfully, you can save your game midway through. So you don't have to have the system running for 24 hours. I'll have to see how that works once I get there. Someone did a track, or one lap of this track with one of the horseless carriages in the game, meaning one is made from like 1886, according to the game, and it took him 1 hour to do one lap. He was just doing free play, but still. Average experience in Nürburgring. Yeah, that's about right. Alright. Obviously, my front tires are shot, but it doesn't matter, because we are done. Oh, and I got no... Oh, I got no points because presumably I went into B-spec mode. That's presumably the reason I got 0. Well, it's fine. I don't really care about A-spec points. If I had not gone into B-spec mode, I would have gotten a single point. So I don't really give a shit. 1 point is not impressive. Alright, so... I'm going to go to controller settings and disable the vibration. If I can. Race. Display off. Oh, I might not be able... Oh, here we go. Vibration. Off. There we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to call it here. Next time we'll resume at Paris, and I'm going to do a little bit of off-screen testing with tires, because I want to see how their durability holds up when I get other tires. If they're the same or worse, then obviously I'll just go with sports tires, because I can't do racing. And I will... if I hit no... Oh, never mind, I can't do that. Alright, well. Whatever, I'm gonna save the game. Maybe we'll do some on-the-fly testing with tires, I don't know. Anyway, that's it for tonight, so... No. No, I don't want to withdraw. Fuck! God damn it! Okay, so I can't quit Gran Turismo. Oh, actually, wait. I can reset. I think I can reset the console. Okay, so apparently you can't exit Gran Turismo mode when you're in the middle of a thing. I didn't know that. Well, if it fucked up, I'm just going to do that again in B-Spec mode. Also, I'm moving back to my normal position. Yeah, I was trying to exit out and go to the main menu, but apparently you can't do that. How many cars do I have? I have a good number of them. Most of them are prize cars. Okay, cool. It just goes straight to this. So let's see. How many cars? Okay, we can't even check. I think I have like 30 or so, but they're all prize cars, mostly. So, alright, since we can't do anything else, I'm just going to end it here. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Farewell.